This was actually formed by a group of colleagues.
Right.
Or say the beginning happened during a tea session, and this thought came in, and few of our colleagues decided to form a company. A few people like me stood with them and supported them from the initial days. It was not something which I had pre-planned or anything that I need to go to project management. At the particular point of time, our company wanted someone within the leadership team itself to come out and take the managerial role, like a project management role within this organization. So in that time, our directors gave me two options, like either you can continue or I face some struggles. But then I got good support. Project management is a big, vast area, and one of the major component of project management is people management. Like how we manage the people around us, how comfortable they are working with us. Project management, the thing that we need to focus is basically on three things, like one is time, is scope, money. Something like three balls in the air, we should be maintaining a balance or equilibrium between these three. The hybrid policy, I always encourage that. I feel personally is I like to interact with people more and create more and more connections. When we work together, rather than working isolated from home or anywhere, if you work together in office, the outcome of that will be much better than people working individually. Hierarchy should be there, logically it should be there, but it shouldn't be like I can't go directly to someone, I should go follow that particular protocol to reach that particular person. That shouldn't be there.
Hey everyone, welcoming you all to ValoPods. Here is a new initiative from the Valoriz, which we are beginning with the podcast series from here on. So you can see a bit variety of many podcasts from here on from the Valoriz family streamed to you. So as a part of that, we have our first guest, Mr. Shabeer with us for our podcast. So it's a great pleasure to have you here for our first initial podcast itself.
Thank you.
So like a bit to tell about Shabeer. He has many hats. Now he is serving as a delivery manager. But before that, he was to a full nod down techie, and after that, he has been into many leadership roles, and currently he has been to a delivery manager position with our organization. So more than like me telling about himself, I can actually ask him to tell about like a bit of self-introduction from Shabeer's side. So about you, Shabeer.
Yeah, thank you Shilpa for that. So, telling about me, I am into the professional environment, IT environment for nearly 18 years now. So, of which almost 10 years I am currently working in Valoriz. This is my 10th year with Valoriz, and as you mentioned, I started my career as a software developer, and now I've turned a delivery manager. So, it was journey filled with a mix of ups and downs. Everything was there, as we all know. So, yeah, I am happy with what I've achieved so far and expecting a good journey.
Yeah. That's great, because here and all we can see that more than 18 years like you have served in the IT field. So that itself is a great achievement.
Yes.
Because from a techie or a software engineer trainee, or from that designation you have reached to this level.
Correct.
So
yeah.
First of all, a great achievement to that. I don't know whether in this scenario, the so-called like the Gen Zs or that particular people would be stretching out for that particular law in this IT industry.
Yeah.
So that's really great. So that's why you can see like why we have decided Shabeer as our first guest. So more than anyone, like he has a lot of experience that he has carried along with his years of experience. So we have actually like decided certain like few questions for you so that we can make it a bit personal as well as like a professional talk.
Sure.
So first one, so let's go back, like how did you end up at Valoriz? Like what clicked for you here?
Valoriz, the formation of Valoriz, as we all know, was this was actually formed by a group of colleagues, and it the beginning happened during a tea session, and this thought came in, and few of our colleagues decided to form a company, and few people like me stood with them and supported them from the initial days itself. So that's how it was part of a journey. It was nothing that was planned or anything.
Okay, so this company basically started off on a tea section and
Yes.
the friendship.
Yeah, it was more like friendship, and we were good colleagues. Few good colleagues who worked together for around 5 to 7 years together. So it was a previous company where we all worked together, and as we are doing here, everyone goes out for tea together. And during one of those sessions, people started thinking about why can't we form something by our own, because we have the right skills, we are into this industry for such a long time, we are into this e-commerce domain for a long time, we have a lot of contacts. So this is a thought that provoked them to form a company named Mozanda, which has recently rebranded to Valoriz.
Okay.
So that is the beginning of that company, and then we were also part of it, and we just supported them.
Okay, and the journey.
Yeah, it's continuing. Yeah,
it's continuing.
Yeah,
that's really great. So, as I have mentioned in the introduction part itself, like you were a full-time techie.
Correct.
So, how like you not need coding? You had many deadlines and many like sections to look forward on that particular position when you were a techie. Correct. So, from that position, how do you end up into a leadership role now? How do you see that?
Yeah, that was also it was not something which I had pre-planned or anything that I need to go to project management or, and most of the experience I had here in Mozanda, I was more working like an independent consultant for a US based customer. So we are working for them as their consultant. So in that case, there was not much of leading or anything that is happening, and at that particular point of time, our company wanted someone within the leadership team itself to come out and take the managerial role, like a project management role within this organization itself, rather than hiring from outside. So in that time, our directors, one of our directors contacted me whether I'd be able to take up that opportunity. So I just gave a thought, like I have been into Techie. Gave me two options, like either you can continue in the technical side or the managerial side. So you can suggest which one you would prefer. So then I just thought, like I have been into technology for such a long time, then why can't I give a try into the project management? So that's how I just switched to the project management. And initially there were a lot of hiccups or struggle, but I got good support from all my seniors or the leaders we had. Yeah, they were good support. That's the best part which we have here. Like we get good support in whatever area you're working.
Right.
There is a lot of support that is available here.
Yeah. So you have told that you have given two options, like whether to stay in the technical leadership side.
Correct.
So after 18 years of your technical side, you have changed into a leadership role. Right?
It's not 18 years in technical. I've been into this managerial for the past 5 years. So.
Past 5 years. Yeah. Okay. So how do you see, like what is the main difference that you see between the technical? Because leadership is mostly to a people oriented.
And the other one is like we can excel ourselves being an individual contributor. This we have to take a lot of responsibility. We need to be responsible for the job done by people around us.
Right.
And so that's the main basic difference there.
So
the other one, we have to be responsible for the work that we are doing. If we get into the managerial role, we have to be responsible for the work our team is doing.
Yeah. So the entire responsibility
we have taken up to deliver that project.
Right. Okay.
That is the difference there.
So you thought that you can just give it a try.
Yeah, that's how I pitched in.
Okay, so how do you see that on the last 5 years as to a leadership role? Like how do you see yourself to that? Whether you will be having a comparison in your mind, right? Like how the technical role is good for me or the leadership role is good.
So like we can say it's kind of a mix of emotions. Like
okay.
In this role, initially since I suddenly switched from one role to the other,
right.
Initially I had some struggle. I faced some struggles, but then I got good support from the good leaders here who have been into this project management for a long time. So, and then I didn't pitch into a bigger project initially. Actually, I was given the opportunity to lead a small project with a bunch of good colleagues. So, with that team, I was confident that I will be able to deliver, and then I started learning the skills, right skills that I need. So that's how it turned out.
Great, great. So you thought you thought that this leadership role will be more suitable for you. In that way, can we say that?
Not like that. This leadership role will also suit me.
Will also right, as a techie and as a leadership role. That's great. So from a technical perspective, you will be having a lot of like headaches or tight deadlines as an individual contributor.
Yes.
So, but while coming to the delivery section or in the project management section, you will be having the responsibility that in your shoulder of the team, the team members.
Yes.
So both the tasks or both the technical side as well as the managerial side, it has its own risk.
Yes.
So how do you compare that?
In comparison, in the sense, the individual risk, the risk involved in the individual delivery is much lesser, very much lesser when compared to the risk of delivering an entire project.
Right.
Because if it is something which I'm not, consider if I'm a sole developer or a consultant and there is something which I need to deliver, if at all I am not able to deliver it, I can approach someone else or I can take support from someone in delivering that. But if it is like a project to be delivered, there is some stakeholder for that project to whom we are answerable, like as a project manager, and it's the entire team who's working on that. And if I'm not able to deliver that on time, the risk involved there is much bigger, much bigger.
Okay. So being into the leadership role, like what are the important skills that you have achieved?
Yeah, that's a nice question. So the skills that I achieved is, best one I would say is people management. So what I have learned so far is like project management is a big vast area, and one of the major component of project management is people management. Like how we manage the people around us, how comfortable they are working with us, and what I do is they should be given the space, their own space to work, rather than pushing them continuously on getting things done. Yeah. So we should make them comfortable. Then I'm sure they'll deliver. They'll do their best in delivering things. So that is one thing that I practice. Yeah, and so far I think I'm successful in that.
Okay, great. Because from an individual contributor to the head of the delivery team, like you will have a lot of things like going on in your mind.
Correct.
Like handling with different projects, handling different team members who are of different characters and everything.
Correct. Yeah.
So that itself is a huge responsibility.
Yes. Since I came from that particular background, I know how what should be the comfort level we should be having as a developer or as a QA from the managers or the leaders who are driving us.
Okay.
So that's why I try to give my best to the people working in my team, or they are supporting me to deliver whatever responsibility I've taken up. So they are the people around us who are working hard.
Yes, sir. Deliver the project.
Yeah, to deliver the project and make me safe.
Safe, right?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. As being like Valoriz leadership, like how you view your family, accountability, and the work-life balance.
Yeah, that is one thing that I always try to do my best there. Like I always tries to find time for my family.
Yeah.
I try to do the best in my work, and also in between I try to find time for myself for other activities, like I'm more involved in sports or anything like that. So all this I am maintaining a balance. So far I'll say I'm successful in this.
I think like people,
but there are instances when some project deadline or project timeline, it's obvious, it's always expected. So at that time, I might have to cut the time that I have dedicated for either sometime I have to cut from the time I have dedicated for my family or for my external activities, other things, and traveling, etc. Those things I cut because of the deadlines or the timelines that we need to focus more on the project deliverables.
Okay. Because people like hearing this podcast, they will be really like needed to know how you manage all these deadlines and everything. So how you manage? Like you told that you are getting time for yourself, getting time for your family with kids, traveling, sports. So
That
how do you differentiate all that?
that I'm not doing anything specifically for all this, but it happens like
Happening.
yeah, it's happened. I think it's depends on how much weightage we give for all this, like
The priority.
how much priority we are giving for all this, and how important they are, the consideration that we are giving to our family or to the things that we love or the passion that we follow, all these things.
Right. And we can see that you are very much passionate towards football and all.
Correct.
So, from like you were a part of the football team here in Valoriz, and in the previous organization also you were a part. So, like how you take it as a passion, like from your childhood or any other influence or models you were there, like.
No influence, nothing. I am coming from a village with I'm coming from a village where at least everyone will be playing football in that village. There will be very, I mean, we can say that very ignorable or number of people who doesn't play football in that place. So,
Okay, that's why you got.
yeah. Even my father still play football whenever he get a chance. So, yeah, until he is 75, if he get an opportunity, he will come into the ground and kick the ball.
Yeah, that's really great actually, because people nowadays only they have time for work.
Yes.
Work, and also if they have time to travel, they will travel, but no extracurricular activities they are finding time for.
Yeah, that basically depends on our passion and how we plan our day, like so that we can find time for everything. Like,
so now,
from morning, sometimes we dedicate for sports before we get into our work or before we make ourselves busy getting our kids ready to school or all those activities. So that's how I do. I get up early in the morning, then do my prayers and everything. Then I find time either to go to ground, and then I come back and then drop my kids to school. And after that, I get ready for my office or and get involved in my work.
Morning work is really hectic, right?
Morning, sometimes it's a little bit hectic.
Yeah, because after that it will be like on a
work mode. And I basically try to sleep also early. I don't spend a lot of time late nights.
Late nights, right? Because enough essential sleep is also very much important for our kind of.
Correct.
Like, has there any project recently or any project that you have done that really tested you?
Expected in all projects, there will be ups and downs. We should give them confidence. As I said, the management gave me confidence. So, like, we will be able to deliver it. We can ask for more time or we can negotiate on that. So, the same thing I apply with my team. Like, I gave them the confidence and I gave them the space that they needed. IT industry is not something which is static. It's always dynamic and it's evolving. And it's like only those who adapt themselves with the change will be successful. Some people feel that the evolving of AI is a risk for our job or anything, but it's like if we are ready to take up that as a challenge and upskill ourselves, micromanagement thing is one thing that puts everyone under the extreme pressure. If I am a product manager who is approaching every 30 minutes or every 1 hour to the developer asking about the status, he won't be able to deliver